Hello everyone, welcome back on Nestor Mango channel guys. I'm Ramkesh Singh, community game developer, YouTuber and blogger. In this video, we are going to discuss 5 questions which will really help you to design your game, help you to choose best design pattern for your game. So let's start the video. And if you have not watched previous 2 videos where we have discussed about the design patterns, how many design patterns we have. In one video, we have discussed on the 2D game that how we have applied the design pattern. So make sure that you have watched that thing. It will be great. First of all, whenever you are planning your design pattern for your game, really not compulsory to choose the design pattern. You have to not just blindly read any design pattern because that will be called the over engineering, create problem for your game. First of all, you have to divide your game in modules with the feature wise, and then you have to figure it out that where is problem and where apply which design pattern. So for a smooth understanding, let's move on golden rule. So understand the problem whenever you are going to divide in the modules. You will understand that where as a developer you will understanding that what are the things that is going to be generate frequently and what are the things that is dependent on the some event. So on the basis of that, your mind will decide that which design pattern we are going to choose. We'll share 5 questions. All understand the problem, find the repeated pain, and might be the pain should be like you are just recreating the script. That is also a problem. So applies the smallest pattern. So at that time you have to understand the problem, you have to feel the pain, and then you have to think that which design pattern is going to help you. You have to understand about the design pattern. If you don't, you know about the design pattern, so you will be understand which design pattern you are going to use. Era of the AI, that will be not very much difficult. Whenever you are going to understand, so you can take the help from the AI also. I want to implement this design pattern on my game. Please plan the script. It will really help. It's the simple truth. A design pattern is a tool. If there is no problem, pattern become over engineering. Change often, like score will change often, but score can depend on multiple stuff. If it is going to be just only score, like if you are updating or adding the numbers in just infrequent time, there will be no any need of any pattern. Let's suppose your score is dependent on multiple factors, like on the time, on the distance, on the coin, multiple factors. So at that time, what you have to use, you have to use the strategy pattern. So you have to see what will change often. Okay, score formula, enemy movement, weapon firing, difficult logic. So first of all, you have to think what will change frequently. That is dependent on the multiple factors. So for example, I have taken the score manager. Manager can depend on the time, distance, coin. Many factors can involve. So at that time, you have to choose the strategy factor, and as well as enemy movement. So enemy movement can depend on multiple factors. So at that time, we can also use the strategy pattern. Same with the weapon firing. Same with the difficulty logic. How you are going to increase the difficulty. Okay, so multiple factor can be involved. So at that time, we also choose the strategy. First of all, you have to check that which is going to be a change frequently, and if it is dependent on the multiple factors, so you have to choose the strategy. Only one version exists. Keep it simple, as I told you that. Let's discuss on the second question, that is the are objects created repeatedly. We have to see that, let's suppose our game is shooting, multiple bullets will be created, going to be created multiple times, or we are using some runner games and some obstacle is coming frequently. At that time, we are also understanding that something is getting created repeatedly. So at that time, we have to use the object pooling. When objects appear, disappear, often think object pooling. In object pooling, you know very well what is the object pooling. Recreated and then activated, and if it is going to be from the screen, so at that time deactivate and then change the position and then reuse that object. So you have to not always instantiate 10 or 20 and then keep in the pool and then activate, deactivate on the basis of your requirement. Use for bullets, obstacles, coins, enemies, particles. So as I shared with you, do not use for player object or one-time scene setup object. So it is obviously for the repeatedly object for something created for one time. So we really don't need. Let's move up another thing, that is the many system react one event, like game player is died. So at that time we update the audio, we update the UI, we update the score, so many stuff we do. In that case, we need the observer pattern. So on game over, UI get recall, audio, score of spawner. So this thing get updated on the basis of event. So at that time we need the observer pattern. Here you can see without observer, collision script directly controls UI. Collision have the reference of the UI, audio, score and spawner. That is going to be a really tough class. But if we are going to use the observer, so every class will be different, and whenever collision triggered, so it fired the event and our UI will be get updated. So basically we use the delegates and even in the observer. Next question, that is the the does behavior depend on the current mode. If there is something that is dependent on the mode, like game have been started, game is on the pause condition, our game is connected with the internet, or our game is disconnected with the internet, so at that time we use the state design pattern. We have multiple game is playing, ready, pause, or game over, so in that kind of know that which current state is, so at that time we use the state pattern. Final question, that is one class doing too much stuff? Like we are doing game manager handles the movement, jump, score, UI, audio, restart, spawning, everything one script is doing. That is really bad practice. In that case you have to create multiple classes, not single classes. There you have to utilize other design pattern, but this design pattern where you create the multiple classes on the basis of use, so that we call the component design pattern. It's really great in the design pattern, but in the AI era you don't need this thing. You can read on the AI as well as on watch my videos. So that's it video. Thanks for watching. If you have any question, let me know in the comment box. Check out my other videos on the AI as well as on the Unity game development. See you in next video. If you have anything, any task, any work for Unity, if you are not able to do that thing, so you can also connect with me on my mail ID as well as on LinkedIn. See you in next video. Bye bye, take care.